You are a snake. You are a rat. You are a fraud. You are a backstabber. You are a handbiter. You are a disgrace.
Hey guys, so today we will be covering Owen Shroyer leaving InfoWars and now the very public, fiery, brutal feud between him and Alex Jones. It's going to be a good one. And by the way, before I get into it, I will be going live tonight at around 8 to 8:30-ish Mountain Standard Time. So that's kind of Pacific Standard Time right now. And we will be covering this in a deeper dive. And I also will be chatting with you guys live. I told you, I promise, weekly live streams, maybe multiple a week. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe, become a member. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So Owen has been apparently on InfoWars, I believe, for a decade, and he just left InfoWars, and he claims that he's leaving because Alex Jones was censoring him for his too harsh of critiques against President Donald Trump. Let's see what Owen has to say right here.
You know, Alex had been coming into my show and talking about how I'm negative and calling me a pessimist and all this other stuff, which is fine. You work for Alex, you're going to get hit with it a lot. Alex is not easy to work for, and that's fine. You know, that's okay. But, okay, he says I'm too negative. He says I'm a pessimist, whatever. I'm too anti-Trump. So I just said, all right, you know what? I'll just take some time off. I'll just disappear. And if Alex thinks I'm too negative, then maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm too negative now. Maybe I'm too much of a pessimist now. Maybe I'm too anti-Trump now. Whatever his issue was when he kept coming in the show, telling me I'm too negative, saying I'm a pessimist on his show, I said, okay, maybe he's right. I'll take some time off. I'll blow off some steam. I'll just get out of the ring for a week. And, you know, maybe I'll come back a little more positive. And you know, maybe there was a level of reality to that. And I think I did come back more positive. But the same issues that I had started up immediately as soon as I came back. And it's not to say that I didn't have creative control over the InfoWars war room. But I mean, imagine it's like somebody staring over your back 24/7. And so every single day that I came back, it was either a guest that I was told I had on at the last minute, or it was, you know, him coming into the studio. He wants me to cover this. He wants me to cover that. Or I have to host his show for him because he's not in. So there's nothing consistent for me. I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which I'll explain what I want to do in a second here.
All right. So initial thoughts, guys. Comment down below what you're thinking so far. Have you been following this? Do you guys watch InfoWars? I don't watch InfoWars. In fact, I actually have never really watched a lot of stuff from Owen. I've obviously seen a lot of stuff from Alex Jones. I mean, he's everywhere. And Alex Jones was pissed. Oh my gosh, he is like crashing out live on InfoWars as we speak, which is why I need to go live tonight because I'm going to keep you guys updated. Make sure you like today's video, guys, by the way. It would mean the world to me. And subscribe. And then we have Alex Jones giving his side of the story. And here's where things get #juicy. Comment #juicy for the algo. Also, guys, I tweeted, by the way, follow me on Twitter, okay? Here's my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Isabella is Moody. That's where I'm the most active. And I tweeted because I love talking about e-girl drama. Like, new e-girl drama just dropped. And then someone said the girlies are fighting, which I found comical. Anyways, let's see Alex Jones's response. As you can see here too, this is a quote. You know, Alex Jones slammed Owen Shroyer as a rat and backstabber for resigning from InfoWars. And I would say, I want to correct this a little bit. From what I've seen from this clip, he's not saying he's a rat and a backstabber simply from quitting, because it's very common that when you're a new political commentator, you join a network, and then once you become a big enough personality, you know, you tend to leave because you want to start your own thing. So that's a very standard practice within political media landscape in general. But, you know, Owen Shroyer did not just simply leave. He did not leave gracefully. Instead, he launched a new show claiming that he left InfoWars because Alex Jones was censoring him. In the big story there is, if it's true, Alex Jones is like one of the first people, like a main person in modern day America where censorship is seen blatantly. He gets censored. He had to create his own network. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Alex Jones, when you think of people getting censored, you think of Alex Jones, at least maybe like 5 years ago, and then Nick Fuentes today. And now finally people are done being gay and they're done being pro censorship. So it's a very big attack against Alex Jones, right? So keep that in mind.
He would try to control the show. He would whatever. Total lie. And then as all the articles come out and Jones censored Shroyer on Trump criticism and Israel.
It's gays real. Comment gays real. Gay is real. Wait, gay's real. No. Being gay is fake and demonic, but gay is real, not Israel. Sorry. I had to add my 2 cents in there.
So let's see if Shroyer comes out and apologizes for you. Oh, no, he's going to say, I didn't really exactly say that. No, you couched each statement perfectly thought out and looking down at your notes to be able to lie about us and try to hurt this organization for your benefit so you can be a hero. You are a snake. You are a rat. You are a fraud.
If this is true, by the way, guys, I want to say this is insulting to rats and snakes. In fact, you guys, I've had every single type of pet you could imagine. I've had pet snakes and rats. I'm not even kidding you. I used to cuddle my rats. I used to have them run in my shirts. I was weird. I love animals so much. And fun little side note story. One time when I was a kid, I was going on a hike. Not a hike. I was walking in the woods. I used to always try to find like bugs and little critters. It was so much fun. I ended up taking home a little garter snake, and I'm not kidding you, the next day.
So I'm like, let me take this garter snake from a home, or I give him my home. No, I'm not making sense.
The point is I honestly rudely ripped this perfectly fine snake, brought him into my house, and the next day I woke up and the snake had 10 babies, and I was like, I thought snakes laid eggs, right? I literally woke up and I thought he pooped everywhere, and then, or she, I guess, she little queen right there. No, but no, I thought I was going to get one snake. And then all of a sudden overnight I had 11 snakes, which by the way, I had to cut up worms to feed, and which was really hard for me because I felt bad because I don't even like to kill flies. But so yeah, a little side note. Wow. What? Wow. I get sidetracked. What's new?
You are a backstabber. You are a handbiter. You are a disgrace. And let me say something else about you.
Shit.
Even before he went to prison for 4 months, and we did the crowdfunding, raised, fought everything for him, all that, he stopped talking to the crew very much and didn't have a good attitude, was pissed off all the time. And then it got to where he'd show up right before the show, wouldn't even talk to the crew. He'd walk by me and say something like, just sort of laughing at me. Like, again, I'm not in junior high, so it didn't hurt me at that level. It hurt me that he was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of seems, and I don't know, I literally do not know Alex or Owen personally whatsoever, but what it seems like is Owen became an entitled employee. He works for Alex. First of all, just showing up right before the show and being rude to the crew. Not cool. I do not like people. Like, listen, the funny thing about me, just so you guys know, I'm a major bitch online. I'm a hateful bitch. That's what I like to do. And I definitely have fiery takes, and I like to say dark offensive jokes. The darker, the better, like black people with purple skin, that level of dark jokes. Anyways, in person, I'm actually I'm exposing myself. I'm actually very nice, and I'm very polite. Anyone that helps me, I'm so gracious. I don't like to ask for help. So people that are rude to the crew members, it just gives me the major ick. Even the word ick gives me the ick. I don't know what else to say, okay? But I just don't like that. I can't even send back my own food at a restaurant if something's wrong because I'm kind of a people pleaser in real life, and I don't want to. First of all, I don't want the cook to potentially spit on my food, but also I just don't like that. I like to treat people nicely in person. Online, no, it's fair game. I'm going to annihilate your woke gay ass, okay? And not in a gay way. So just hearing that, I don't know if it's true. Obviously, I wasn't there, but assuming that's true, it's not a good look, okay? And there's like an epidemic these days of employees ever since COVID being like, I don't want to come in to work. I just want to work from home, which I get. I'd rather work from home. However, if you're choosing to work at a company and you have to come in or find a new freaking job. Stop being spoiled and entitled. You're not the owner of the company. Get on your knees and serve the boss, okay?
I heard you, yes. Oh, and we can go further. When The Onion, backed by Bloomberg, did the fraudulent auction and got caught in all of that back in November, on November 13th, and I said, we're not leaving. This is a fraud. I'm filing emergency motion. The judge found it to be a fraud. Got a 2-day hearing on all that. Owen just left and just called the producer and said, I'm done, I quit. Even though we have a backup studio, I told everybody, hey, it's going to be fine. We have new backers, all this stuff, if we get shut down. He's like, I'm gone. Starts announcing, is this the time? Because InfoWars being shut down, he thinks. Announce his new network and funding and all this stuff. And then we're back.
Also, like, what? There's no decency in just like getting up and leaving. I'm done. What about your 2 weeks? Like, have some decency. And this is the thing. I did tweet this. Let me show you guys on my Twitter or X, whatever. Ugh, such a boring name. Anyways, I did say there's something untrustworthy and fishy about leaving a company and then trashing them to boost your own new endeavor. I don't really know any insider info regarding Owen Shroyer versus Alex Jones. However, but my gut reaction is that Owen is handling this wrong and is a major backstabber. So my whole point there was, it's a bad look to be a part of a company for so long, and like a decade is what Owen was part of InfoWars, and then to leave and trashing your former boss in the network to boost your own new endeavor. It's a bad look. It proves you to be a backstabber. And unless it's so blatantly true and it needs to be exposed for the common good of society, and it's not just because you're using it to promote your new platform, it's snakes. The snakes are in the grass, okay? Slither, slither, bitch.
Back the next day, and Owen just shows back up and does his show. And walks in and just looks at me with hatred and like slinks in there. Just
slithers in there.
Because he really wanted me to fire him so he could be a victim. And I confided just in a few of the producers. I said, he wants to be a victim. I said, I'm going to have love and say prayers for him that he gets better. I'll be really nice to him, give him extra bonuses. Maybe he'll pull out of it. I tried to talk to him. He's never wanted to talk to me. And I said, he's going to stab me in the back. He's a new person.
You can spot these
and
people
I don't
too.
know if it.
You just know the people that will stab you in the back when it benefits them and you're no longer of use to them. You can spot them out for Rizzy.
It's his personal life. I don't know if it's stuff he's smoking, but I've seen a lot of people get paranoid, that smoke pot and go nuts. But I can just tell you this right now, that I'm not here to be shit on or stabbed in the back. This crew isn't your punching bag, and we did nothing to you but be loyal. And your little 5-hour extravaganza of little puppy dog that doesn't know why, and he just wanted to come back and shake my hand and be nice, and then I kind of censored him and said, no, you don't need to host your show. You want to hear what he said in the phone call to me? I didn't record it. I was in the pool with my 8-year-old daughter playing with her Barbie dolls.
What are these faces? What are these faces he's making? I've never seen them. We need Alex Jones inspired emojis. Hello.
It was 4:00 yesterday. A rare.
Okay, well, listen. There's more. That's why you have to watch my live stream tonight, because I'm giving more info, and I did reach out to some people that worked at InfoWars that I know, so maybe I'll have some insider info. But yeah, let me know your initial thoughts. It seems like Owen feels like he was, like, first of all, he's playing the victim, which is so gross, especially for men. It's like, wow, gross and balls. What, you're the victim? Okay, so you're gay? But just let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll have more to say tonight. Make sure you become a member, because I will answer all members' questions, and I'll see you tonight. And if you made it to the end of the video, as always, comment an orange heart for the algo. Bye.